as the Christmas holidays approach, a lot of people have stress when it comes to finances and buying presents, or at least I'm not sure if it's just me, but today we're going to talk about how to manage your finances around Christmas. Check it out. Welcome to another episode of Same Page. We're your hosts, Sarah c'est ma juste.
And I'm Lenard c'est ma juste.
Today we're talking about a topic that probably a lot of people go through, but I don't think a lot of people talk about it. And it's really finances when it comes to Christmas holidays and Christmas gifts. It is something I feel and I've experienced that stress levels around finances around the Christmas holidays increases a lot. Have you experienced that?
Not so much. I guess for me, like my perspective has changed as I grew older. Now, mind you, maybe when I was younger, I used to feel the need to ensure that everyone that I knew or everyone that would at least come over to our parents' place for Christmas Eve. That everyone received a gift. But then as I grew older, then I felt less pressure to kind of like to fit into those social norms.
Yeah, I think you said it exactly right. When you grow older, you sort of realize, well, I no longer want to do this. And actually the meaning of it, it loses its meaning, right? You're just always, at least for me, I was always out in the malls and stores and trying to purchase a gift. It's like, oh, so-and-so has a girlfriend now. Maybe I should get her a little something. Oh, so-and-so has a kid now. And oh, you know, their aunt or grandmother is going to come over for Christmas Eve. I must have a little something. And it just got too overwhelming. I started spending thousands of dollars on Christmas gifts. And it would actually cause me a lot of stress because I saw my savings just
dwindle.
Dwindle. And as I purchased gifts, and sometimes I was even unsure whether the person would like it or not. And I felt the need to, I'm not sure if I'm the only one who feels like this, but it's like you can't buy a cheap gift because you don't want to appear cheap. But at the same time, you don't have the money for the expensive gift and you don't even know if they'll like it, right? So we tend to say, well, you know, oh, this sweater was only $10. Maybe I should add a little something to it. And it just piled up.
Like, I know for me, it was definitely the latter of what you said. Like, it wasn't so much about the value of the gift, money wise. It was more of like, is this something that the person will actually like? Is this something that the person will actually use, or something that the person will actually appreciate? Because in some instances, now mind you, this was usually for some family relatives or friends of the family that you probably didn't see that much. You weren't maybe as close. So then it's hard to come up with that nice personal gift that is actually meaningful and like you feel that they'll actually use. Then you find yourself just spending money on some random stuff that either that they're gonna re-gift,
like a candle,
exactly, right?
Yeah, a random sweater,
scarf. Something that they're either gonna re-gift or something that they're just gonna toss aside and is gonna gather dust until next Christmas.
Right. So I wanted to talk about some tips that you can use around the Christmas holidays to better manage your finances. And it might take a little bit of convincing to your family members, but trust me, it may be worth it. So tip number one thing that we started doing with my family is just a gift exchange. We no longer buy a gift for every single person. We buy one gift. There's a secret Santa, and we buy something for them, and it's actually a lot of fun. We have fun guessing who received who's the secret Santa, and playing around with it. It's actually, there's some kind of, not suspense, but leading on to it. Me and my siblings, we kind of talk about and try to make each other guess who we have, but obviously throwing them off with some clues. And that has become the fun of it. And the day of, it's a lot of fun, you know, seeing who had who and what the person came up with in terms of a gift. And it's just as much fun as when we were younger.
Okay, good. One more tip is that whether it's through a gift exchange or say you're gonna buy for everyone else, is to just have like a max budget as to how much you spend per gift. Reasonably, you can have like either spend $100, even $50, and you can find something that's actually meaningful for that amount of money. It may take you a little longer, but it's definitely worth having those maximum budget limits, and at least it'll be able to manage your Christmas budget a lot better that way.
Yeah, that's a really good point. Tip number 3 is you don't necessarily have to attend every single Christmas gathering. You don't have to necessarily go to every single Christmas exchange with, all your cousins, all your friends. It's okay to say, you know what, I'm going to sit this one out, and that will allow you not to purchase a gift for that group of people, whether it was one gift or several gifts that you were supposed to purchase for that event. Then it'll save you some money. And for me, it has been a savior.
Now, not attending these family gatherings or these social gatherings, might be against the norm, and you might get a little bit of pushback for it. But at the end of the day, it is still a strategy onto how to maybe save some money, to not to feel compelled to buy a Christmas gift in all these social gatherings. And then this leads to our tip number 4, which is just set out a budget. Set out a budget of, I don't know, I'm just throwing a number out there, of like $1,000, for example, and all your gifts must fit under that budget. And then you fit your mom, you fit your father, you fit your brother and your sisters, your uncle and your aunt. And then it'll also force you to actually get creative, and also force you to try and find some meaningful gifts as well.
Yes. In the past, I actually, when I did use a budget, I used to just withdraw the amount that I was going to spend cash, and everything, I had to buy everything with that money, and that was it. I was not pulling my credit card or my debit card out. I was just buying everything cash with that money, and that really helped me along the way. All right, there you have it. Hopefully these tips help you with your Christmas shopping. Don't overdo it. Buy things that are meaningful. Try to avoid attending too many gatherings if that means spending more money. Definitely have a budget, and if you need to introduce the gift exchange, don't be afraid. Maybe other people are feeling the same way in your family and feeling stressed, and feeling that they're gonna spend too much around Christmas, so they might even appreciate that tip that or that idea that you bring forward.
And then really focus on the true meaning of Christmas. Christmas is about the birth of our Savior Jesus Christ, and it's a time for us to reflect on the year that we just had, and time for us to share great moments with family and friends.
All right, and as always, thank you for watching, and don't forget to live your truth.